you doing,
Hi,
Magda?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here and talking to you finally because we've known each other for a few months, but we never actually talked like that, only through WhatsApp. So I'm so excited.
Me too.
And yeah.
I'm very excited. And how are you? How was your flight?
So I'm good. Yeah, I'm in Tunisia right now. So the weather is perfect. It's like refreshing. It's not hot because in Dubai where I live, it's very hot all the time, especially now.
Oh, maybe we should start by introduction. So could
Yeah,
you
of course.
please tell me a little bit about yourself?
So my name is Magdalena and I'm originally from Poland, but now I live in Dubai. And before that, I after high school I moved to America for like 2 years. I did an exchange program, and after that I got a job here in Dubai. And it's been a year and a half since I moved here to Dubai, so I'm enjoying the warm weather all the time. And I work for an airline, so I travel a lot for a living. I have flights, even though there's COVID happening these days. I don't have that many flights, so which is unfortunate. But I think we're gonna start having more flights because people want to get out. They want to travel. They've been trapped for such a long time, and they just want to get out. I think so.
I think the situation
Hopefully,
will improve in 1 year from now, I think.
Yeah, hopefully. Because like it's been a year since the COVID started.
Yeah.
And it's, everybody's suffering, to be honest.
Yeah, but fingers crossed. Let's hope that 2022 will be a better year than 2021 and 2020.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, that's what I do. I'm an air hostess and I'm into acting as well. I do some stand-up comedy. I just started it, so I'm trying to, be kind of active. And yeah, tell me about yourself.
I'm just someone trying to improve my English. I work in the administrative field, as I told you. So that's why English is so important for me. And recently I decided to stop studying and start communicating because I don't know if you agree with me, but the best when you are trying to learn a new language is to communicate. That's why I decided to stop my studying for a while and then creating more opportunities for me to improve my speaking, because speaking and the listening is the most difficult part for me.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that's a perfect approach, I would say. But I believe the balance is the most important too, because like I've been actually learning organically English through talking to people, but now I'm actually taking a step back. And I'm actually going back to studying grammar, to be honest, because I know that I lack a lot of grammars. Yeah, but you started totally different because you said you were starting from books and stuff, which is perfect. And when I moved to America, I started like talking to people, working with American speaking families and kids, and that's how I picked up the language. Yeah, which was like, apparently I can speak, but at the same time, like I know that if I want to write an essay or something like that, I need to still work on my grammar and writing skills as well.
But when did you move to America? Where your English was basic, or were you able to communicate?
Was like really low. Like my level of English was really low when I moved to America. I don't even know how I got the job, to be honest. I was lucky. No, of course, like I could somehow communicate, but when I look back at myself, it was nothing,
Did you make an online interview first or not?
Yeah, we had like a few phone calls like that through
Zoom or Skype.
Through Skype. And I mean, somehow we were communicating, but I don't know. Of course, like they could understand me, and apparently I was good enough to get the job, but it was just the basics to just say what I want, but that's it.
Yeah, I understand. But now your English is quite perfect. So
yeah, you too. Like, I can't believe like your English for me it's like really good, and you never left abroad, right? You were actually
no, I
studying it.
never lived abroad. I just traveled twice, but just for a short period of time.
Where did you go?
My first trip abroad was to Canada for 4 weeks. I was on vacations, so I decided to go there because Canada was a little bit cheaper than US at that time.
Yeah.
So that's why I decided to go. And then in my flight back home, I had a stopover in New York for 3 days. So I was able to combine the two countries at the same vacation, which was perfect. And my last trip was to the UK last year, but I decided to go because I was unemployed at that time. And then I took the opportunity to travel because I love traveling. Although I don't have many experience on travels.
Like you said, maybe 2022, it's going to be like a travel year for everybody because they're going to be like tired of being at home. And I'm sure you will go to so many places once the situation is over.
Yeah,
and maybe you will come to Poland. I don't know, why not? It's very fun to come here.
Do you recommend traveling to Poland?
Of course, absolutely, but not in the winter, that's for sure.
Oh, no.
Because it's too cold and I don't like it during summer.
To be honest, I don't want to travel during the winter anymore because last year
you've done this.
I was at the UK during the winter. So I want to go back. I loved the city, but I really want to go back during summer or at least another season that is not so cold and rainy, you know? Do you have some funny situation to share?
Yeah, sure. Like, you mean with English especially, or in general?
In general, or maybe something related to your English journey.
Yeah.
Maybe
so actually
maybe some misunderstood or funny situations in general.
So I have actually a funny story because, like, you know, when you travel, everybody has, I have an accent, you have an accent, so everybody has some accents. And I went to, where was it? I think we went to Greece. And, you know, I was serving lunch to my passengers. And one passenger asked me, like, do you have any fees? And I was like, no, like, we don't charge for it. It's for free. And he was like, no, I didn't mean that. Do you have any fees? And I was thinking to myself, what is he talking about? And he meant, do you have any fish? And I was like, oh, okay, we don't have fish today. The things like chicken or beef. And that was kind of awkward because I thought he's talking about totally different thing, about like fees to like pay something. I don't know. So that was kind of awkward, but like I think it's a normal situation. Like of course I have an accent, and like he has an accent, so sometimes you don't understand people, and I think it's totally normal.
It's totally normal. It's just a matter of maybe speaking a little bit slow, you know, try to understand each other.
Getting used to someone else's accent, you know, because like I'm already used, I'm used to your accent and you are used to my accent. So I think we can understand each other a little bit better now. But yeah.
And I remember also that in the past I was quite afraid to answer phone calls. I don't know. Every time in my job that I answered the phone call and I realized was someone from another country calling, I started panicking, and it was really difficult for me to understand and to speak English. Hopefully in the future I won't have this problem anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure you will do bad. You will do really good, because like, I mean, you talk to me like normal, you know, but I think, it's sometimes you need to believe in yourself inside. I'm still scared to do many things in English, even like, I don't know, go and talk in front of people. That's why I also do the public speaking, to challenge me. You know, I record myself and then I see like what I said, or like how I said it, or, you know, the mistakes I make. And it's really helpful to actually challenge yourself. So I think like few times you will be scared to pick up the phone, and later you're gonna be like, whatever.
Yeah, I think now I will be like this, whatever. That's my English,
Yeah.
that's my accent, and the
If you don't
important
like
here
it, too
is
bad,
to
that's your problem.
communicate and deliver the message, you know. Do you have any book that you want to share? Any book that you recently read and you like?
I think like everybody during COVID, I've got some time, so I was reading quite a lot, I would say, and it's good for my English as well. So I really like Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. This is his autobiography. So he talks about his life, how he started the Hollywood career, and about his childhood. It's I can really recommend that book. It's really nice. And another one I just read it recently was How to Get What You Want Without Having to Ask. Yeah, it's very helpful.
Is
It's
it
easy
true?
to read. Yeah, like the guy gives you so many tips and tricks how to get what you want. And yeah, it's very easy to read, especially for us who are bilingual. And yeah, so I can recommend you these two books.
Well, the book that I would like to suggest is Wild by Sherry Strait. Yeah, finally I finished it because as I told you, I was reading it in English. So that's why it took me so long to finish. Yeah, it's a really great book. It's about an incredible journey that this woman decided to try by herself alone. She decided to hike the PCT. PCT stands for Pacific Crest Trail. It's a very famous trail in the US. I think it crosses 3 states in the US. So amazing views, but at the same time, very challenging because it crosses the desert, it crosses snow-covered mountains. So that's why it's very challenging. And she was able to hike this trail during 3 months.
Okay.
And she had no experience before. So that's why I really love this book because I think it has a really powerful message. Everyone is able to conquer something big in life, you know?
I see. Yeah, I definitely need to read it because I have this book in my bookshelf.
Yeah.
And it's just there. So I need to actually just reach out for it and read it.
Do you prefer reading books online or do you prefer to have the book, to feel to feel the cover, open the cover, turn the pages? What's your opinion about it?
That's a good one. That's a good question, to be honest. And I must say, I like to hold the book, because I also, these days I only read in English. So obviously I need to translate some words. So I always write them down on the book because this is my own book. I don't mind it. I don't mind to read on it. And I think it's not like disrespectful, whatever, like, because some people they're really respectful towards their books, and I actually like to hold it, and I feel like I'm kind of like, I don't know, smart or whatever. I'm reading a book, and just the smell of it, I like it. But I know that a lot of people, they have this candle, whatever it's called, like the
Kindle,
screen,
something like this.
Yeah, and like it's not as bright as your phone, so you can read it. And it's obviously smaller than a book, so you can take it with you and it's easier. I'm not gonna lie, like maybe one day I will get this one, but for now I prefer books.
Yeah, I am exactly like you. I prefer to hold the book as well. I don't have many space in my house to keep all my books. So usually when I finish the book, I sell the book and then I buy another one. Because I don't know if it's common in your country, but here we have this store that you can exchange books. You can sell your old book and exchange for a new one.
Interesting. But my idea about the books is that once I'm a little bit older and once I have my own home, I want to have my own library. So that's why I'm collecting the books which I have read, and I just want to have them there, Maybe that's weird, but that's my kind of like a small dream.
No, I think it's a really nice thing to have. If you have space in your house, maybe you can invest in some shelf and have like a library inside your own house, and it's perfect. So now maybe we should wrap up. I told you that maybe a good idea is you teach me how to say goodbye in your own native language, and I will teach you how to say goodbye in Portuguese.
Okay. So goodbye in Polish is do widzenia.
Do widzenia.
Do widzenia. Good.
Do widzenia.
But how's in Portuguese?
In Portuguese is ciao ciao.
Ciao ciao. Oh, that's
Ciao, ciao. Yeah, ciao ciao.
cute. Ciao.
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 So thank you so much for your availability to have this short meeting with me.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you for having me. I had so much time, and I'm happy we managed to talk. And yeah, I'm looking for more calls and more chats with you because I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Sure. So now it's time to say goodbye.
All right.
Do widzenia.
Ciao, ciao.